If you were born before 1963 and you are receiving Social Security right now, or if you are approaching the decision of when to claim, there is money sitting in the Social Security system right now that belongs to you, and that you may never receive simply because nobody explained the rules clearly enough for you to know it was there. Not because the government is hiding it, not because of a conspiracy, because the Social Security claiming system has specific provisions, specific windows, specific credits, specific retroactive options that exist specifically for people born before 1963 and that disappear permanently if you do not act before the window closes. Today we are walking through exactly what money may be unclaimed in your Social Security record, why people born before 1963 are specifically affected, what the Fairness Act means for your specific situation, and the exact steps you take today to make sure every dollar you are entitled to is actually reaching your account. Which city and state are you watching from right now? Drop it below immediately, because Social Security claiming rules interact with state pension laws and state income tax rules differently depending on where you live. Drop your city and your state right now in the comments. Here is the first reason money may be sitting unclaimed in your Social Security record, and this one specifically affects people born before 1963 who spent any part of their career working in a government job, as a teacher, a police officer, a firefighter, a federal employee, or any public sector position that had its own pension system. The Social Security Fairness Act was signed into law on January 5, 2025. It eliminated two provisions that had been reducing Social Security benefits for public sector workers for decades: the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. The Social Security Fairness Act eliminated two rules, WEP and GPO, that had been reducing or eliminating Social Security benefits for millions of public sector retirees. If either of those provisions was applied to your Social Security benefit at any point, your benefit was being calculated incorrectly under the old rules, and the correction is retroactive to January 2024. NerdWallet. The reforms that are now taking full effect in 2026 have been phasing in since 2008 and are now catching retirees who did not know their full retirement age had changed. For people born before 1963, the full retirement age is between 66 and 66 years, and 10 months depending on your specific birth year. Not 65, not 67. A specific number based on the month and year you were born that determines exactly how much of your benefit you are entitled to receive, and how much is being permanently withheld if you claimed before reaching that exact age. NerdWallet. Have you ever verified your exact full retirement age based on your specific birth year and birth month? Yes or no? Drop it below right now along with your city and state, because only 13% of US adults could correctly identify their full retirement age in a recent Nationwide Retirement Institute survey. And most people guessed an age that was too young. Social Security Administration. Here is the second reason money may be unclaimed in your record: the retroactive benefit window that most seniors born before 1963 have never had explained to them clearly. If you claim after full retirement age, you may be able to collect retroactive benefits covering up to 6 months before the month you filed your application. 6 months of retroactive benefits, paid as a lump sum at the time of your application. For a senior whose monthly benefit is $2,000, 6 months of retroactive benefits is $12,000 arriving in a single deposit. And most seniors who delayed their claim beyond full retirement age to earn delayed retirement credits have never been told this retroactive option existed or asked whether they wanted to apply for it. Money. Here is the specific situation this applies to. If you were born before 1963 and you have not yet claimed Social Security, and you are already past your full retirement age, you have two options. You can claim now and receive your full retirement age benefit, plus delayed retirement credits for every month you waited beyond your full retirement age. Or you can claim now and request up to 6 months of retroactive benefits, receiving a lump sum for those 6 months, but giving up the delayed retirement credits for those specific months. For some seniors, the lump sum option is more valuable. For others, the higher monthly benefit from delayed credits is more valuable. The right answer depends on your specific situation, but most seniors making this decision have never had both options presented to them side by side. Which city and state are you in right now? Drop it below. I'm asking again because I want this community fully represented in the comments before we get to the most important part of this video. Your city, your state, right now. Here is the third reason money may be unclaimed. The earnings test withholding that most seniors do not know gets paid back. Collecting benefits before full retirement age, while still working, triggers the retirement earnings test. In 2026, the SSA withholds $1 for every $2 you earn above $23,400 annually if you are under full retirement age for the full year. Most seniors who experience this withholding believe that money is gone. It is not. Once you hit full retirement age, the earnings test disappears entirely. The SSA also recalculates your benefit upward to credit back months that were withheld. Elmira, if you claimed Social Security before your full retirement age and you were working and earning above the limit, the SSA withheld a portion of your benefit during those months. When you reached full retirement age, your benefit was recalculated upward to credit those withheld months back into your payment. But here is what most seniors never verify, whether that upward recalculation was actually applied correctly to their benefit. Log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov and review your benefit history. If you had benefits withheld under the earnings test before your full retirement age, confirm that your current benefit reflects the correct upward recalculation for those withheld months. If it does not, you are currently receiving less than you are entitled to. Here is the fourth reason, the spousal and survivor benefit that millions of seniors born before 1963 have never claimed or verified. If you are married, divorced after at least 10 years of marriage, or widowed, you may be entitled to a Social Security benefit based on your spouse's or ex-spouse's earnings record rather than your own. For married couples, delaying the higher earner's benefit is almost always a good idea because of survivor benefits. The surviving spouse is entitled to receive the higher of the two benefits after one spouse passes, which means every month the higher earning spouse delays claiming, up to age 70, the survivor benefit that the surviving spouse will receive for the rest of their life increases by 8% per year. For seniors born before 1963 who are widowed and currently receiving a survivor benefit, verify today that you are receiving the correct survivor benefit amount based on your late spouse's full earnings record. Survivor benefits are calculated based on what your spouse was receiving or was entitled to receive at the time of death. If your spouse claimed early and received a permanently reduced benefit, your survivor benefit reflects that reduction. But if circumstances have changed, if the Fairness Act adjustment affected your late spouse's benefit record, the survivor benefit calculation may need to be reviewed. Here is exactly what you do, right now. Today, not this week. Today, log into your My Social Security account at ssa.gov, pull up your complete earnings record, and verify that every year of your working life where you paid Social Security taxes shows the correct income amount. A year with a missing or incorrect earnings figure permanently reduces your benefit. Errors in your earnings record can be corrected, but the correction process requires documentation and takes time. If you worked in any public sector job, as a teacher, police officer, firefighter, federal employee, or any position covered by a government pension, call the SSA at 1-800-7721-213 today and ask specifically whether the Fairness Act elimination of WEP and GPO has been applied to your benefit record and whether you are entitled to a retroactive payment dating back to January 2024. If you are past your full retirement age and have not yet claimed, ask the SSA specifically about your two options. Claim with delayed retirement credits for a higher ongoing monthly benefit, or claim with up to 6 months of retroactive benefits for an immediate lump sum. Get both numbers. Compare them. Make the decision that reflects your specific health situation, your financial needs, and your other income sources. If you had benefits withheld under the earnings test before reaching full retirement age, verify that your current benefit reflects the correct upward recalculation for those withheld months. Request a written benefit calculation from the SSA if the numbers on your account do not clearly show that recalculation was applied. One final thing. Scammers are calling seniors born before 1963 right now, claiming that the Social Security Fairness Act has released a specific dollar amount being held in their account, and that they must verify their banking information immediately to claim it. That call is a scam. Every single time. The real SSA does not call you to tell you money is being withheld and waiting for collection. Every legitimate SSA communication arrives by mail with a specific notice number you can verify at ssa.gov. If any call arrives claiming Social Security is withholding money from your account, and you must act immediately, hang up. Then call the real SSA at 1-800-772-1213. Were you born before 1963? And have you verified that your current benefit reflects every correction and credit you are entitled to under the 2026 rules? Drop your birth year and your city and state in the comments right now. Like this video if it showed you something you needed to know today. Share it with every senior in your family born before 1963. And subscribe right now, because the next investigation covers the Fairness Act retroactive payment process step by step for every affected recipient who has not yet received their corrected amount. The system has rules. You deserve to know what they are. Take care of yourself.